Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Hominess Plans, and welcome to another installment of Planmas. For today's video, I do have another memory spread for you. If you have been following my Planmas and you watched yesterday's video, you guys saw that it was a little update on my kitten. She got spayed yesterday, and update, she is actually doing fantastic today. I guess all she needed was 24 hours because she is almost like back to her full and complete self. Like she's snuggling with Bullet, our big kitty, and she's walking around as if nothing happened to her. And then occasionally she'll like remember, oh yeah, I have stitches. So it's, I guess all she needed was yesterday was some TLC. So I appreciate you guys being understanding. So many of you guys commented, reached out to me on Instagram, and this community is so great. It's, I felt kind of silly posting that video. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, I know some people are like, I don't want to say judgmental, but like, for lack of a better term, judgmental about like pet parents or whatever. And it's like, I don't have kids yet, and so my cats are literally like, they're my babies, and they're part of my family, and I needed to take care of my baby yesterday. So for those of you who reached out to me and commented, I appreciate it so very much, and you guys are amazing, and I love this community. But anyways, for today's video, I will be planning out the week of December 28th through, November 28th through December 4th. And I'm using this kit called Mistletoe Kisses, and it's by Sadiesstickers. You guys might notice this is not a kit that I had in my December lineup. If you've been watching Planmas, you saw that I did a December lineup video for one of my Planmas videos, and I had originally intended on using a Miss and Meow kit for this week, but as I was re-going through my collection and kind of planning out some kits and whatnot, I stumbled across this kit. I had completely forgotten that I had this kit in my collection, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. I loved it so much. It had just the right amount of like winter vibes and foresty aspects where it's like I could add snowflakes, because it's like you have the fir branches, and then you have the little roller skate and the sweater and winter outfit flat lay and all the fir trees and everything. But it doesn't, you don't have like lights on the trees or garlands or presents or anything. So it's like, in my head I was like, this is a perfect transition from fall to winter. And also it's just, I love the green tones and the pinky tones, and I just fell in love with it. And so immediately I bumped it into my lineup, and I unfortunately had to bump my Miss and Meow kit to another time, which that's perfectly fine. I know I will love planning with that Miss and Meow kit when the time comes, but this one it won out. I had to. I saw the way that I wanted to do the date covers and the monthly section and then the sidebar. My husband helped me pick the doll that went in the sidebar. Like, I knew exactly which one I wanted to use, and it just like, I don't know, it turned out perfectly. I love the way the date covers turned out. I did take one of the midi square boxes that came with the kit, and I pulled a trick from Danny with the Planny, and I cut out the center, and I layered it with a transparent swatch from Paper Trail Plans. I also took a transparent swatch from Paper Trail Plans and layered the fashion doll in the sidebar, and I made it look like there was just a bunch of like snow flurries falling down from branches, and I just love this kit so much. I also did something a little bit different with some of the florals in this kit all throughout the week. Because this is an older format of Sadiesstickers, like it's not like her oldest format. Oh man, I am tripping over my words. I am so sorry, but it is an older format. She had bigger bouquets and then some smaller like branch pieces and everything. And as you guys saw at the beginning when I showed everything that I had in this kit, I had like 4 sheets of floral deco, and I also pulled in another couple of sheets from Sadiesstickers that matched perfectly. So it's like I ended up having 6 sheets of deco, which is excessive. Like, oh my goodness, Jen, what were you thinking? And what I was thinking was I wanted to try something different. And I've seen several different planner people, Tay, Rachel, I've seen Tara from the Sticker Garden, Danny with a Planny. I've seen all these, amazing planner people do some floral layering where they take a large bouquet and they don't cut it. Normally, I like to cut my florals like flush with the column. But I've seen so many people like take big floral bouquets and just have them go kind of free form across the columns, and I love that. Because of the bouquets in this in these floral deco sheets, I wanted to use that technique because I'm like, you know what, I'm trying to like really push myself out of my comfort zone and not just make every single spread look exactly the same, especially in the holiday time, like experimenting with different layering techniques and everything. So throughout this spread, I do that with these floral bouquets, and I gotta say, I actually love how it turned out. It's very subtle, I think, but it's different enough to where I'm like, I really like that. So anyways, starting off on Monday, I marked Sleeping In, and I pulled in one of those mini scalloped boxes that came with the box add-on, and I layered it with one of those larger bouquets, and I layered that across 2 of the columns. I pulled in a ton of deco pieces. I pulled in a lot of like the snow flurry deco pieces from Honey Inked in this spread, just because I have a huge haul coming y'all's way. I'm trying to get Plan With Me's out of the way before I film it, because I'm trying really hard to get caught up. But I don't know, that's looking like Planmas may continue on into New Year's. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I have like 3 more summer spreads and then I'm done, but I want to get, my holiday stuff done. Anyways, all this to say, I used a bunch of like snow flurries that I got from Honey Inked from last year to make it look like snow was falling in the columns here. And I ended up using some of the snow flurries that I had from last year because all of my new deco sheets I have not hauled yet because I ordered them from Sadiesstickers $2 Tuesday, I want to say back in like the beginning of November, and they've literally just been sitting waiting for me to do a haul, and I'm kind of waiting for the rest of my Black Friday orders to come in before I do this haul, so it's like, there's a lot of factors. But anyways, I used a ton of snow flurries and clusters and snowflake deco pieces from Honey Inked and Sadiesstickers from last year in this spread, and I gotta say I actually love how it turned out. I marked going to the gym and kind of layered it in kind of a fun way. Like I said, I'm trying to be experimental with the way that I layer things and put things down in my spreads. So I took one of the swatches from the kit and layered it with one of the small midi squares, and I pulled in a snowflake from Honey Inked and a floral cluster that I created, and then pulled in one of those fir branches, the pine cone branches, and I don't know. How do we feel about it? I think it's kind of cute. I totally only did it one time throughout the spread because I was like, that's a little much, but it's kind of busy. I think for what it is, it's cute, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I pulled in the icon from Crest by Towie, the kettlebell icon. I marked that I had a YouTube binge, and I just layered the YouTube icon from White Deer Stationery over some branch pieces from the floral deco sheet. I marked that I got some Happy Mail on this day. I'm pretty sure, I got some Happy Meal from Sterling Ink on this day. So to mark that, I pulled in a midi box from the kit, layered it with some florals and some clusters. The icon is from Crest by Towie. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some TV with my hubby. What I love about this spread is like all throughout the columns, there's like little bits and pieces of snow flurries, like little dots and snowflakes and everything. And it just looks like the snow is falling from the vines up top, which is the one thing I really wanted. I wanted to make it look like the snow was starting up in the date cover deco and coming down into the columns. And I love the way that it looks. Okay, on Tuesday, I marked that I was up early, and because I had that floral going across the two columns, I just utilized the other half of that floral and marked getting up early the same way. I marked getting up early or sleeping in with the lashes icon from White Deer Stationery. Those sleeping lashes are some of my favorite ways to mark either sleeping in or waking up early, and I just think they're absolutely adorable. I marked that I did some reading and relaxing, and to mark that, I pulled in one of the midi square boxes that came with the kit, layered it with some florals, a bunch of deco pieces from Honey Inked and Sadiesstickers, and the icon is from Crafts by Towie. Jumping down, I marked that I went to the gym, and again, I used that same technique where I took a large flower bouquet and I layered it across the two columns. And I used one of the mini notch boxes that came with the kit, layered it with some garlands from Sadiesstickers. The dumbbell icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I had a YouTube binge, and the thing about it is I love all of these like piecey floral green pieces that came with the floral deco sheets, because I feel like you can get really creative with your layering with your icons when you have pieces like that, because if you have like miniature florals in there, you can use those branches and create your own bouquets, or you can just add a little bit of zhuzh to an icon, and I just love it so much. Or you can use a little piece of greenery to fill in a white space. It makes the spread seem more full and cohesive. Okay, and then to cap off this night, I created my Planmas intro, which it shouldn't have taken me as long as it did, and I put so much pressure on myself to create an intro for Planmas, because this is my first year that I've ever done Planmas, and I know I've missed some videos, and I haven't gotten to get as caught up as I wanted to. Like I said, I still have 3 summer spreads that I need to like upload and whatnot and everything. I'm still determined to do so because I refuse to leave 2022 with an empty planner. But I wanted to get some winter spreads out. But I really wanted to hit Planmas really hard, and so I created the intro on this night. And to mark that, I pulled in a quarter box from the kit, layered it with some florals, and then the laptop icon is from White Deer Stationery. On Wednesday, I marked that I slept in, and I marked that the exact same way as I marked getting up early or sleeping in on Monday and Tuesday with the mini scalloped box from the kit, layered it with some florals. The eyelash icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I went to the gym, and I just marked that with a swatch box this time. I didn't double layer it or anything, and I think I'm just going to stick to what I know on this one. Like I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone and try new things, but I think I'm just going to stick to what I know and not try and like go too crazy. Although you never know, you may try something and something like lightning strike. So who knows? I did use the same kettlebell icon from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I had to drive to Houston because I had a personal training session. I marked that I listened because Rachel, Tay, and Lauren were doing a Plans Change episode. I did I didn't get to really watch, but I did get to listen to their Plans Change episode while I was driving to Houston. So they kept me company while I did that. So thank you, ladies. I marked that with a notched midi square box from the kit, layered it with those same florals that were going across the column. The icon is from Crafts by Towie. Like I said, all of the snow flurries are either from Honey Inked or Sadiesstickers from last year's collections. I had a personal training session with my client in Houston. I marked that with the little yoga mat icon from White Deer Stationery. And then I marked that I had some beef tips and potatoes in my crock pot. I don't remember which plan with me it was, but Lauren from Planmas Plan, she was talking about crock pots and how she didn't know if it was like an East Coast thing and or something like that. And I can promise you, Lauren, down here in the South, we love us a good crock pot meal. Nothing is better than putting a pot roast in your crock pot and leaving that thing in for 6 hours on a slow heat. Oh, it's so good. It gets so tender. There is nothing better than some good old Southern crock pot cooking, girl. So yeah.
Okay, jumping over to Thursday, this was December 1st, so I marked Hello December, and I layered a transparent swatch sticker from Paper Trail Plans with a swatch box from the kit, layered it with some florals and some foiled deco pieces. I marked that I got up early on this day, and I marked that with one of the mini scallop boxes from the kit, some more florals, and the eyelash icon from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I had a YouTube binge, and I marked that with some florals from the kit. The icon is from Crafts by Towie. I did mark that we had a big balloon event on this day. It was me, my husband, my younger brother, my parents. We all had to go, and it was for this community. We do a lot of events for. There's this boardwalk, and there was like, oh my gosh, I want to say there was like 1,200 people that we were doing balloons for. It was crazy. So to mark that, I pulled in this notched midi square box, and I layered it with another floral bouquet. And again, I pulled in another large bouquet, and I'm really enjoying how it's looking, just being layered across both of the columns. I think that gives it a really fun, creative, decorative look. I did pull in a balloon dog icon that my mom made for me. And then I pulled in another piece of greenery that came with the kit. And then to cap off the night, I uploaded my first Planmas video for 2022, which I believe was one of my October spreads. I think it was like my first week of October spreads. So yeah, to mark that, I pulled in one of the mini boxes that came with the kit, layered it with some florals, pulled in a bunch of snowflake foil deco, and then the icon is from Crafts by Towie. By the way, if you guys are hearing like that I'm slightly congested, I don't know if it's allergies or if I'm getting a cold, because there's literally a freeze happening in Texas like right now. The weather has been so bipolar over here. It's insane. Like it was 80 degrees a week and a half ago, and now it's like 20 degrees outside. I don't even know. So like my allergies are like, what is happening? So if I sound congested, I'm really sorry. I've also been doing so many voiceovers over the course of the past like 21 days that I've been doing a lot of talking. So if my voice sounds ridiculous, I apologize. Or if you hear a sniffle or two, I'm really sorry. I always hate that. I always hate like the sound of sniffles. So I'm really sorry. I will try to contain myself. Okay, jumping over to Friday, I marked that I slept in, and I pulled in one of these scallop circles that came with the add-on, layered it with some florals and greenery from the kit, pulled in some garlands from Sadiesstickers, some snowflake deco pieces from Honey Inked. The eyelashes are from, of course, White Deer Stationery. I marked that I had to shower and get ready because this was like the start of a bunch of holiday events. Like, I'm so glad I had a ton of videos pre-recorded because I was busy for the first like 2.5 weeks of December. Like I'm amazed that I've been able to get videos out like I have been, because starting on December 1st, your girl was busy. I had an airbrush event with my dad. We had to go down to like the south side of Houston, which is like an 1.5-hour drive from our house. So we ventured out early. To mark that, I pulled in a piece of greenery that came with the floral add-on. The icon is one that my mom made for me. After the event, me and my dad stopped by McAllister's, which I'm pretty sure McAllister's is all over the country. It's a deli. You can get sandwiches and soups and stuff like that. My dad was really wanting a sandwich or some soup from there, so we stopped over there. To mark that, I used the other half of the floral bouquet that was layered over those two columns. The sandwich icon is from Crafts by Towie. It's so funny. I actually forgot that I had these sandwich icons in my collection. I'm in the process of reorganizing my foil stickers because hint, hint, I have some new binders that I'm trying to organize my foils in. 3 guesses as to what binders those are. But I found these icons when I was going through all my foil stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had these. So again, I encourage everyone, if you haven't, go through your collection. You never know what wonders you will find. Okay, I marked that I uploaded another plan with me on this day, and I marked that with a spiral planner icon from White Deer Stationery, another piece of greenery from the kit, a bunch of snowflake clusters from Honey Inked and Sadiesstickers. And then to cap off the night, I had terrible insomnia, and I could not sleep on this night. Like, for the life of me, I could not fall asleep no matter what I did. So to mark that, I pulled in a swatch box from the kit, a piece of greenery from the floral deco sheet, and then the pillows icon is from Crafts by Towie. Okay, jumping over to Saturday, I marked that I was up early again on this day, and to mark that, I pulled in another scallop circle, pulled in a piece of floral deco on the side with a bunch of snowflake clusters, another one of my favorite garlands from Sadiesstickers, and of course the icon from White Deer Stationery. I marked that me and my husband had a balloon gig that was 7 hours. I mean, I twisted balloons nonstop from 10 in the morning until like 5 in the afternoon. Yeah, it was a long day, but I was proud of myself because I didn't stop. I legitimately was twisting balloons from 10 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. It's pretty cool. To mark that, I pulled in a midi box from the kit, layered it with a foiled midi box from Paper Trail Plans. The balloon dog icon is the custom one that my mom made for me. After that event, we had to drop off the airbrush kit that we used over at our boss's house so that it could get refreshed because we were gonna need it again for the next day. To mark that, I pulled in some florals from the kit, and then the toolbox icon is from Crafts by Towie. I always mark airbrush, like returning the kit, with that toolbox icon because the airbrush kit is in a toolbox, so it just makes sense to me. I marked that I cooked dinner for me and my hubby, and to mark that, I pulled in a quarter box. I pulled in another floral bouquet, layered it across the 2 columns. The apron icon is from White Deer Stationery. I love that apron icon, and I always forget to pull. I don't forget to pull it in. It's just I have so many icons to mark cooking that my brain doesn't just automatically gravitate towards those icons. But I love them so much. They're so dainty, and they have, to quote Lauren, a good flow. And I'm put a little snowflake in the center to foil it up just a little bit, which is so cute. I love that. And then to cap off the night, I marked that I did some filming for Planmas. So to mark that, I pulled in some florals from the kit, and then the camera icon is from Crafts by Towie. Okay, so starting off on Sunday, I marked that I was up early, and I marked that the same exact way as I marked it the day before with the scallop circle from the kit, the garland from Sadiesstickers, and then the other half of that floral bouquet that is layered across the 2 columns. I marked that I got ready for another gig on this day because this was, day 4 of, like, I think I had a week straight of nonstop gigs that I did. This was an airbrush event that I had to do. So I marked getting ready with that little notched quarter box, and I pulled in that perfume icon from Crafts by Towie. I've said this before, I love utilizing that little perfume icon to mark getting ready. It's like a little bougie way of marking getting ready. And it worked because the event that we went to was at this really fancy, like, bougie country club. So it's nice to mark bougie things in your planner every once in a while. I marked the airbrush event that I did in a really fun way. I layered 2 of the boxes from the kit, one of the solid color midi square boxes with the scalloped square box from the add-on, layered it with some florals, pulled in a bunch of foiled deco, and then of course the icon is the custom airbrush gun that my mom made for me. I marked that I had to go to the AT&T store with my friend and her husband. They were trying to get their phone situation figured out. And then to cap off the night, I filmed and edited. These are the leftovers that I have from this spread. I had a ton of leftovers. Like, I love how many leftovers I have from all these spreads. But yeah, those are all the leftovers along with a Viv Wiggle. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. I am currently in the middle of Planmas. I hope everyone is staying safe and staying well, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.